flyers. I got gifts but one subscribers. Thanks for the candy basket. Oh, got another jacket. My stocking's filled with acid. Am I dreaming? What just happened? This is not a Christmas. This is not a Christmas song. This is not a Christmas. This is not a Christmas song. This is not a Christmas. This is not a Christmas song. This is not a Christmas. This is not a Christmas.
Hey, man.
Hey.
Hey, Shirley.
I had to turn the phone down because I watch chat through the phone.
I had to turn my TV off because I forgot I had Bones playing in the background.
And welcome, Shirley, to the world of having a Dave.
Thank you. I like having a Dave. Dave is he's very convenient and a lot less talkative than most Daves.
Oh my God, yeah, he is.
However, Dave does like to jump in tanks, so you just gotta watch him.
Uh-oh. Well, he's far away from my tank as far as I can get him, so.
Well, technically, only Dave 1.0 fell in the tank, so.
Oh, my computer, not my computer, my camera that I had got that you have to, it's not a webcam, it's just a regular camera. It fell, the first time I used it, it fell into a tank while I was using it. And then, believe it or not, that thing came out of the tank and worked.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, it fully submerged in the tank, and it still worked when it came out. I was thrilled.
Can't do that with the phone too often.
No, I can't do it.
I'm gonna say hey to chat real quick. Hey Smiley, hey Joel, Chris from Tropical Fish Show. We got Grace. Who else we got in here? We got Chews in here. Hi Chews. Love that name. Chews. And everyone else, if I don't see you, I don't have my chat on YouTube pulled up just yet.
Okay,
so,
I'll keep half an eye on chat.
Yeah. Hey, Britton.
And there's Cuddles.
Sunday stream. Cuddles is here. Yay.
Oh, I shall pull chat up on my phone too and see if that helps.
Yeah, for some reason I get a weird delay in restream with the chat.
Well, there's a delay anyway.
Yeah. And sometimes like it's not even just a delay, it's like it just misses half the messages. It just cuts them all out. I'm like, there's been times I've ignored people because I didn't even see them. And I felt horrible. So I just try to keep a secondary chat up somewhere.
Wow, we got plenty of people. Plenty of people in chat, huh? They're chatting away.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Come on.
I didn't. And there's the other half of Tropical Fish Go.
Jody and Chris. Oh my goodness. They had their first giveaway the other day. And I won their first giveaway.
Ooh.
Right? It's a gift certificate to their store. So it's like a total win. I can buy fish without any guilt or.
And Mr. Pelham, welcome in.
Hey, Jody.
Hey, Jody. Hey, Jeff. Hey, Uncle Smiley. Hey, Bootylicious is out there.
Or Cuddles, as you like to call him.
Huh?
Prisoners are calling him Cuddles.
Oh, good God.
Cuddles.
Oh, that's hilarious. Almost as funny as Bootylicious, but I have to stick with mine.
No.
And didn't we name Liam Fuzzy Bunny at that night?
No, goodness.
We did.
We did. We're gonna have to keep that up. It goes back to years ago. There was an insurance commercial of a tough biker talking to a wannabe biker, and he wanted to have the nickname Snake, and the big tough biker says, "No, you get the nickname you're stuck with. You look like a fuzzy bunny." So I don't want to be Fuzzy Bunny. Too late. It's already stuck, Fuzzy Bunny.
That's funny. Fuzzy Bunny. That's definitely something to call a big tough guy, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Hey, I think I've got a button on here I can see chat without looking at my phone.
I figure I've been called a lot worse.
Right? I've been
Yeah.
called a lot of things too.
And
Okay.
I know Mr. Brenton has a good sense of humor. He can roll with cuddles.
Yeah, it's kind of funny because you don't like when you see him on live streams, he seems so quiet and laid back. And then you get him in chat and boom, there he goes.
Oh yeah, great guy. Great guy. Got a hug from him last weekend.
Well, I'm so sad that I didn't get to go and meet anybody. Like I was really disappointed, which I knew I wasn't going to be able to. The whole poor person thing, but it
Yeah.
was nice if I could have found some way to go there. But I live in Washington State. It was all the way across the country, like literally. So
Yeah.
plus, with the way planes keep falling out of the sky, I wasn't really sure I wanted to tempt fate.
Right before, like when the clash happened, I won tickets to the clash, and I was like, I can't go. I was like, there's no way I'm ever going to be able to get there. So I gave them away because it was someone who really did want to go and was able to go. So I was like, you know what, I got them. They can have them. Because at least since I couldn't get there, they got to go enjoy it. So that made me, totally happy.
I would have loved to have gone to the Clash, but
Oh yeah.
just timing with work and everything just didn't work.
Yeah, because me and Nerd had talked about both going,
Oh yeah.
and we had planned on it before we even knew about Foxy.
Well, we
and it's
initially thought of CatCon in New Hampshire back in was it October or September?
I think it was September.
I think it was September
Yeah.
that we were going to try to make, and yeah, that kind of fell through.
Yeah, I was offered like to share a room with somebody, but I was like, I can't get gas money to go, let alone the days to drive, let alone, a plane ticket, whatever. I can't get that. So you have, saving me room. That's awesome, but I can't take it.
Yeah. And going cross country on Amtrak is not fun. I
Yeah,
did that once.
I've never done that. I've been on the bus, I've been on planes, I've been in cars, but I've never done trains.
It's interesting. Not for the faint of heart.
No, I bet it's not.
Well, of course, depending on the trip. I mean, if it's a trip 3-4 states over, not bad. Cross country, no.
Yeah, that would be a bad first trip on a train, I'm sure. So, my
honestly, given the choice, I'll take Greyhound over Amtrak.
Ooh, I don't know. Too many
Country.
people. But you guys see my tank over there? I'm going to show it off a little bit because this is the tank that we did on my last live stream. We put it all together. Now, ignore the snails except for that big one on the left or the right because those are nearite snails. I came up with a little batch of, what do you call it? Hair algae on my see the fuzzy plants in the back. There was hair algae all over it, and the piece of wood, there was a big bunch of tufts on that. And I cleaned it off, which I don't mind the look of it. It's honestly pretty, in my opinion. But it was all over my fuzzy plants, and it killed a couple of them already. So I had to get rid of that. But I'm so proud of it. It looks so good to me, you guys. You guys did such a good job helping me out with this.
Yes.
Yeah, it turned out really good.
Yeah. So, and it's beautiful tank.
Everyone looks happy in there too.
Yeah, they do. I did have some Emperor Tetras in there, and it was driving. They were horrible. They were horrible. They chased my betta and chased him into a corner and was pecking at him. And then my Cories, my Hebrosum Cories, would not come out from under the heater. So and I took them back. I was like, you guys got to take. They were like, well, it's a Tetra. What do you expect? I said, you have to understand.
Yeah, they're Tetras.
Yeah, but my Nippy Tetras, they're all together with a bunch of other Tetras. So I'm used to my Tetras not doing that mess because,
right.
Yeah, they're with a bunch of other different Tetras. And I didn't think, and I've got Ember Tetras in there too. Like, so the little red ones, little orangey red ones, those are Ember Tetras. So those aren't really
Right.
nippy at least. But
Right.
I got complacent.
Some Tetras are great. Some
Yeah.
Tetras, yeah, Buenos Aires Tetras. Yeah, we'll throw them under the bus right away.
Yeah.
Well, I've got,
Anyone who's ever dealt with them knows.
yeah.
Yeah,
I've been
that's a
told that,
species only tank.
right. I've been told that Colombian Tetras are the same way, and skirt Tetras are really nippy. But I have Colombian Tetras in there, and they've actually been my most laid back Tetras that I've had. And I had skirt Tetras in there for a while, but I had a huge like group of like 20 or 25. And so
Yeah.
again, they weren't super nippy. I've got them all at a 55. So
Right. I've had skirt Tetras. They were a little more boisterous than the Colombians. The Colombians, I have
yeah.
loved them forever.
Yep.
But of course, the fun I had this past weekend went to the swap in the big show tank. I've got a pair of Congo Tetras that I'm going to be setting up as in a breeding project. But I had a chance to pick up a bag of 3 new ones.
Nice.
It was 2 females and a male, young. Dropped them in, floated the bag, dropped them in, went back about an hour and a half later, and both females are beat beyond belief and dead. It's
Oh
like,
my goodness.
That's so sad.
yeah. Now the little male, on the other hand, is fine. Nope,
Yeah.
I see Cheryl popping in.
Hey, Cheryl.
Cheryl.
And Geek Boy, I see.
Hey, good boy. I missed that one.
And
too.
anyone else we have missed.
Yes.
Yes. Sorry if
I'm
you've missed
sorry,
you.
we're not. Fish fam. We're scrolling back. Okay, I think we got everybody. Yay! Not trying to exclude anybody
No.
except for Mouse's tank because, well,
My
she's
tank is
outside
a
and
3
it's
day.
getting dark.
Her tank
It
is
is
too
getting
gross.
So the reason I'm not inside right now, my dog is going a little bit ballistic tonight. So we got a new furry friend in the house.
Oh,
We're so far we're going with Walnut as the little kitty's name. My
Aw.
sister went to go see my niece yesterday, and when she gets to my niece's house, which is about 30, 45 minutes away, she goes inside, and then one of the neighbors knocks on the door and says, "I think there's a kitten in your car." And apparently, a little kitten hitched a ride in underneath the carriage of her car from our house from Fayetteville, Georgia, to McDonough, Georgia, which is not close to each other. You have to get on the interstate to get there. Okay, so how this little kitty made it from A to B, we don't know. But I mean, my sister hadn't even been in the house for like 5 minutes, and this little kitty was in there just crying. So it's like as soon as she got in the house, the kitten, start crying, and someone heard it. So they go in there and they get the little kitty out, and it's a part Chinese, part English, cute little kitty, but it's only maybe 6 to 8 weeks old. So it's a little bitty baby.
Aw. Yeah, it sounds like it. Tiny little thing. Anita wanted a kitten for Christmas, and I'm trying to come up with the adoption money to go adopt one because I don't want to get one that I have to do shots and all that because that's expensive. And around here, getting into a vet is like
Oh,
a
yeah.
3-year wait.
Yeah. And so you could put this little kitty, and my sister, my other sister, my sister-in-law, she volunteers for the local humane society. And we could put this kitty in foster care, but I lost my kitty in 2020, and I haven't had a kitten or a cat since then. I have Beryl, but Beryl was technically my daughter's cat. So, Beryl like wreaks havoc on my tank, but So I'm kind of struggling with, do I want to keep the kitten or do we want to rehome it? But it's too little for us to do anything yet because the humane society will, be like, hey, come hold on to it until it's old enough to at least get fit. So
Well,
we're
for
gonna
those
have
that have heard my kitten story, I'm not coming to visit while you have a
this little
Siamese.
kitten for at least the next month until I figure these. Well, it's part Siamese. It's not full Siamese.
Yeah, it's not as bad,
Maybe
but it's still bad.
it's still partially bad.
And we are not going to visit the kitten story. Nope, nope, nope.
Nerd has a problem. Oh, uh, oh, shit. Oh, I'm looking back for your cat. He's not here. But yeah, that's why I'm not inside. My dog is going crazy because there's a cat in the house, and that cat is tormenting the dog, and she's not happy about it. And then plus the kids have other friends over because there's a new kitten in the house, so it's kind of
And
crazy.
Claire has made it.
Hey,
Happy to have you, Claire.
good to see you. I'm going. Like I said, I'm going back to one real quick, and I'm going to start with the one that I had pinned for a second about my steampunk banner. That was made by Mocking Media, um, a friend of the channel, uh, bring players. Um, they reached out a long time ago and to help me make a banner because I tried to make banners before and I messed those up so bad. So they were kind enough to help me make a banner, and I really love that little steampunk banner. And that's kind of like I kind of like want to make like a little steampunk mouse to go for like a logo of the channel. So one day I will get it all together, and we will have some pieces of channel theme here. one day, one day,
One day.
one day, it'll get there.
Tomorrow.
And then
Tomorrow.
always tomorrow. And I see Jeff's got some more Episto action going on.
Heck yeah.
That's pretty awesome. I love Epistos. I do. I'm trying to get my numbers up. I'm down
Yeah,
that pair.
Mouse and the Epistos gets them when she isn't supposed to, and then has wonderful success with them.
I know, yeah. A pair came up at auction and no one bid on them. And I'm like, why is no one bidding on these Epistos? I was like, there were also like three other species up for auction, and everyone was fighting over those. But then it got to this pair, and then no one. I was like, I guess everyone got what they wanted, and then they were like, okay, we're done. So I snagged them. I think I got them for like $12, and I was like, heck yeah.
Man, that's
Yep.
crazy. What kind of pistols were they?
The Trifasciata Epistos.
Oh, they're pretty.
Yeah, the three stripe Epistos. They've got the purple and the red, and they are just purple, blue, and red. They're so pretty. My water situation is just taking a toll on like all my little baby fish, and like, oh man, and my plants my plants are actually starting to bounce back. I've been trying to get more than just brine shrimp going for food sources. I tried some vinegar eels and then ended up killing them. So I got to try that again. Which
My
Vinegar eels are great.
Yeah, they are. I really like my vinegar eels. And there's, I don't want to say that. I started to say, I'm going to say they're so easy for me to culture. Apparently they aren't for some people because some of the people I've sold my cultures to have been like, I never could get my vinegar eels to stay, to go. They kept crashing. But apparently since they've gotten my vinegar eels, there's something, I guess they're really super hardy or something because they said they haven't had a problem with them since. So.
What I've seen problems with people culturing the vinegar eels is you're supposed to dilute the apple vinegar 50-50 with water,
Right.
and they'll use tap water, and they have chlorine in the tap water, and that sterilizes everything, and the vinegar eels don't like it.
Well, I've got chlorine in my water, and I don't ever chlorinate it. I just, which again, I don't have a lot of chlorine in my. I live on we have these natural. Why can't I think of the word? Anyway, we have a natural water source, and it doesn't have much chlorine in it at all. Although they've done something weird with it lately. So, But yeah, so my vinegar eels they're doing great. I've got like 52-liter bottles of them or so, or more.
Yeah. Back when I was doing a lot, I had a half gallon pickle jar was my vinegar eel culture.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do.
And yeah, they kept a lot of fry growing for a
Oh
long
yeah.
time.
They've been a lifesaver for me with my fry.
Yeah.
I've done lots of different cultures, but like I keep having bad luck with them. Vinegar eel is the only one that I haven't had like just bad luck. Like, and it's not anything I'm doing well. Okay, my Daphnia I had a Daphnia culture, and I had just started. It wasn't even gone that far. They had blown up. They were doing really good. I hadn't even started feeding out of them yet. And one day I told Anita, my daughter, I said, go into the bedroom and clean out one of those 10 gallons that's empty. Clean it out, get it ready for these fish. Well, a couple days later, I'm asking Anita, where's my culture? Did you move it? I'm like, because it was in a 10-gallon tank. I said, where's my culture? Did you move it? She's like, that wasn't a culture, Mom. That was an empty tank. I was like, no, it wasn't. So she siphoned out all my Daphnia.
Oh,
Oh no.
Yeah, it all went. And then I had a tank of blackworms. I started with a half an ounce, believe it or not, of blackworms, and I had them grown so much that they covered the bottom of a 10-gallon tank. So I had them again in a 10-gallon freaking tank, and I kind of forgot about them. Well, again, I decided I needed somewhere to put some fish, and I'm assuming the blackworms are gone now because they got put in my blackworm culture tank.
Oh no. Yeah, I would love some a white worm starter. That would be
yeah.
awesome.
white worms, micro worms,
Oh, I love
Walter
my
worms are awesome little fry food. A little
Yeah.
more difficult to keep going, but if you stay on them,
Yeah.
they are they're another gift that keeps on giving. Kind of like Formosa.
Yeah, those Formosa. Ooh, I still have so many Formosa. Oh man, I don't know what to do with those. But yeah, like the problem I had with my vinegar eels when I was culturing them, I put them in a closet, and the closet was on an exterior wall, and we had a cold snap, and the broom wasn't getting really heated, and walked into my bathroom and realized how cold it was, and realized my culture was in that closet, and I went and looked, and the jar was just ice cold. So I was like, oh no, and there was nothing in there.
Oh,
Like,
I was about to say.
They didn't like the cold very much, and that was the end of my vinegar eels. I froze my food.
Oh, well,
Like,
I don't know. You had it gotten really cold then because my vinegar eels, my house stays around 60 to 65 degrees. And they like there's no heat where they're at. They're underneath one of my tanks one of my cold water tanks, and I don't know. Maybe I'm just lucky or something.
Well, this was last winter when we got that Arctic blast through Georgia, and it got like down to like I think it was like 17 degrees. And I don't know how cold it got.
Yeah,
in that
17
room,
for you, minus 30 for me. Yeah.
Yeah, it might just be a little low.
So yeah, and it was I had it pushed back, and it was literally by the exterior wall. And I was like, yeah, that's not gonna go well. That's really not.
Yeah, vinegar eels can handle cold, but they don't do well freezing.
No, not at all. They handle heat pretty well. Like that I know for sure because when I shipped some and it got well in I didn't put ice packs or anything in it because I thought it's vinegar eels. They should be fine, and I didn't think it was going to be that hot. And it was like way into like the 90s when it got to where it was going.
Yeah.
But they were good. They were fine. So apparently they can take heat a little bit better than they can take cold.
Right.
So. Oh, interesting thing that's off topic. Do you see this right here? It looks like it's a little pleco, right? This is horrible. It's a little bristlenose pleco, and it looks really young, does it not?
It really does.
It is actually about close to 8 months old or so.
Okay.
Let me see if I can. Anyway, its brothers and sisters, its siblings, are at least twice the size of it. But what happened is whenever I had sold all the siblings I was going to sell, I kept a couple of them, and then this one seemed to be a stray, so I tossed it in a tank, and again, forgot about it. Moved all the fish out of there that I had in there, and left it with water on. Didn't mess with it because I was going to do something with it later. And
Later never came.
Yeah, well, a couple weeks later, I was like, well, we need to clean that out. I got to see what's going on with it. So we go in there and we look and there's a little tiny pleco in there. And as you can see, she's tiny. And her brother and sister over here are already breeding, already spawning. And she is not getting any bigger because she
may not.
No, I don't think she will because she hasn't. I've had her out for about 6 weeks or 8 weeks now. She hasn't gotten any bigger. So
she might get a little bigger, but probably not much.
I think she stunted her by accident.
When I was raising plecos, I found that raising them cold water kept them small.
Yeah. Well, she also didn't have any food either for weeks. Like she was living off of whatever was in. Yeah.
Yep. That's another hindrance.
Yeah. My daughter goes, Mom, if you could get these, keep making these and like have these, do you know how much we'd make off of dwarf bristlenose plecos? I was like, do you know what I would do if anybody found out what I did to get that bristlenose pleco? It's like, do you know how many starving bristlenose plecos there would be out there? Because people are stupid.
Right. Yeah. And I can tell you that, when the dwarf bristlenose breed, their babies don't necessarily stay dwarf.
No, you have to stunt them all in order for them to stay dwarfs. And that's not. I'm not really wanting to be responsible for hundreds and hundreds of bristlenose plecos being stunted. Yeah. Hey, Brent, I want some cultures too. Email me and I'll see what I can, because I need to buy some anyway. So if you've got cultures you're selling, definitely let me know because I need some white worms and other stuff too. So I'm trying to find somebody that's got decent cultures. So
yeah, I got I don't know, like I've heard super reds. Sorry to interrupt you, Shirley. I've got a pair of super reds, and the little female, she is still tiny. Like I've had her for months and months and months. She gets fed. She gets like plenty, and always eating. But she is still just little tiny little thing. And the boy he's already got his bristles. He's woke up. I think he's just eating all of the food. I think he's just stealing it all from her. So I may have to take her out and just let her see what happens if she's alone, because that poor little thing is not getting any bigger.
Yeah, she's cute, but I don't want anybody else going out and doing that.
No, because
we do not recommend that. Speaking of feeding, let me throw some food at my Julie's.
Say again. I didn't hear you.
I got to throw food at my Julie's here.
Oh, okay. You're gonna feed the Julie's. Yeah, like so far the only live food I've had left is brine shrimp. Inadvertently, like I have a colony going, and it's like it gets too big, and I do have to like keep some out, sacrifice them to the fish gods.
My brine shrimp cultures, they kept crashing. I don't like everything I tried differently. It just they kept crashing, so I gave up on those.
For some reason, I've got one going in a little acrylic container, and I just keep just once it does evaporate kind of quickly, so like I have to wash it. But all I do is just put fresh water on it. I haven't added any more salt. I haven't done anything. I just got an air stone in there and a little heater and a light, and it just keeps going for some reason. And I've literally had that thing for 2 years going.
And that's how we started. We started with getting Mouse to grow a sea monkey colony.
I got some
and and it's still going.
Yeah, Grace Pace sent me some for
Lucky.
my
Yeah,
birthday.
whenever I was doing bride trip. Oh wow. When's your birthday?
January 13th. And
Oh.
I had like an Amazon wish list, and Grace bought me a little Sea Monkey starter kit from it. And
Oh.
I was like, hey, I'm gonna get these sea monkeys going. Wasn't thinking about fish. Fish weren't even on the radar yet.
Nope.
And
And then my wife was part of the group, and you know, bent my ear and said, "Hey, come talk to and see if you can help her out." Okay, one thing leads to another, and yeah, I'm,
that was
I'm
good
I'm
things
sending
later.
angelfish and plecos and plants and
Oh yeah, Nerd has enabled me tremendously with the whole fish keeping thing.
I'm very much an enabler and an instigator myself, so I understand the desire.
yep,
A friend of mine called me. She said, "You got to talk me out of this. You got to talk me out of this." I was like, "What?" She's like, "I'm at PetSmart." I was like, "Oh God, don't go to DeathSmart." And she's like, "I'm
yeah,
already here. You got to get some crickets or something." I don't remember what it was. She said, "But you got to talk me out of this." I was like, "What?" So she walks over there and shows me. There's this little yellow and black betta in a cup, and he looks bad. Like he looked bad. I was like,
Oh,
"Oh God, you got to get him, save him, save him, save him." She goes, "That is not what you're supposed to say."
the true enabler will say, "You can you. There's room for another tank."
Well, I told her to do it, and if she couldn't keep him, to send him to me.
Yeah, no, the
And
true
guess what?
enabler will tell you you have room for another tank.
I
You
did.
don't
But
need a refrigerator.
yep,
well,
nope.
I don't know if you've seen my living room, but I've gotten rid of many things to get to have my tanks in my living room. So
Exactly.
yeah, I mean, I have one couch in here, and that's the only thing that doesn't have a tank on it. So
Yeah, tanks on
Yeah,
couches are make terrible tank stands.
yeah, yeah, especially when you're laying on them.
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. The only thing Mr. Mouse says is he's like, I wish you would have used the den instead of the living room for your fish room.
I
Because
call
Well,
it
it
my
can
fish
move.
apartment,
I told him we
right?
could move it around, and the
He can
den was
sleep in
much
the yard.
bigger.
Get him a hammock. Let him sleep in the yard.
Yeah, like, I,
Give
I
him
told him I was like, you could build me a fish shed. That would be great.
right. Man, I live in a little tiny apartment. It's like 700 square feet, and I have almost 30 tanks in here, and that's just the ones that I've got set up. That's not even,
Oh
my
man.
isn't even all the way completely full. I've got an 8 foot long by, or wait, it's almost 9 feet, almost 9 foot long by 6 foot tall rack. And let me tell you something, that is not even full yet. I've got plenty of room. So
Yep. Um, was
I can
it
agree with
in the
Brandon there.
early days of my club? We had a breeder of the year that made breeder of the year out of his bedroom closet
oh wow,
and using Rubbermaid shoebox totes.
I have considered doing that too. Just
wow,
because, okay, I live in a mobile home, and it is an older mobile home. It's not old, old. I mean, it's like from 1990,
right.
like late 90s. I think it was like 99 or 98. But our flooring is getting older, so we've got restrictions on where we can put like the size of the tanks. I've got a 55 gallon that I keep begging Mr. Mouse to let me set up, and he's like, not until we can get someone to look at the floor again. Not until they say it won't go through it. And I'm like, I really want to set it up. And he's like, not yet. He's like, just gotta be patient. Like, can I
Hey,
get a 40
Squab
gallon? He's
showed
like,
up.
no.
Good to have you, Squab Bob.
Good
Bob
to have
Bob also been a massive enabler, and I do appreciate everything Squab has done to the channel. And
Yeah.
Grace, Claire, and everyone that's helped me out along this little journey of mine, I can appreciate that.
yeah, same. Like
Like,
there's been people that's helped me out too, and I just can't, like you guys. I mean, with the webcam and stuff, I'm thankful because I don't think I'd be able to do all the stuff that I do without the help of some of the people. And I think it's a big thing I need to address in one of my videos in the end about, you know, or it's sometime soon about how people helping you, you know, your friends and your family are your best resources, you know, and becoming friends with people in your industry or in your hobby is really important too.
Yeah. Because, I mean, helping each other out, that's kind of what it's all about,
Right.
It's like we all want to see everyone do good and, breed
Oh
bigger,
yeah,
better things and go bigger, better places. I think
Yeah.
we just need more of that.
yeah. In the
But you
fish hobby, we have our friends that you know, heck, we'll give them that $120 breeding pair just
yeah.
because.
Yeah.
And
I'm
then there's the other people that, yeah, I'll sell that to you.
yeah. I'd love to be able to do that. Like I'm not at a place right now with that I'm able to really give many fish away because I just like I've got to make sure that everybody pays for themselves or else I can't do this hobby. And
Right.
so I'm
You
at
you don't charge premium dollar for everything.
no, I charge probably like
That's
a
kind of
third
what
of
I'm
it.
saying. I got
Yeah,
to get something for it, but I don't need premium dollar from you.
right, right. I try to make sure that people that I care about, especially people in the fish hobby, uh, have some sort of a you know have as much of a deal as I can give them right now. I can't wait till I get to the place where I can actually share my fish. There's a breeder award program at the local club here, which I'm sure there's one at most clubs, but I want to join it. And part of the things you have to do to get extra points is share your fish with the club. So that is the only thing that has stopped me, not because I don't want to share, but because doing so, I don't make any money off of it. So I need it to be a fish that it won't hurt me to do that with.
Yeah.
My my club my club does the same. Yeah, most BAP programs. Yeah, to basically prove that you have bred them,
Right.
you needed to donate a bag of five or so that would go up on auction.
Yeah.
Um, Part A, it helps the club. Part
Yeah.
B, it proves that you have bred them.
Yep.
But also, in the same breath, there would be the occasional very rare spawn that, yeah, these fish are, extremely valuable.
Right.
And I'm not comfortable just donating five young. They had what was called a holdback. You know, I'll bring them in, show them, prove that I have bred them, but I'm keeping them.
Yeah. Yeah. See, in my club, I don't think it's a requirement. I think it's just you get extra points for it. Um,
Yeah.
they've also got somebody. They also want you to have somebody in the club that will verify, check on things because there's so many people that are in the club that don't live right, close to the club or close to anybody else. Like me, I live
Right,
over 2 hours away from the club that I go to. So it's I think they do that so that way if you have somebody that can verify that you're doing it, you know. But so you
right,
don't really have to share it, but it gives you extra points to share it.
right.
So
And I never had problems sharing anything I bapped because anything I bapped, by the time I bapped it, I had 50, 60, 100 fry.
yeah.
I'm not going to miss 10.
Well, just like I've
Yeah.
got Ristos plecos longfin albinos in here, and
Yeah,
like I've got plenty of them. I only bred them once because I wanted babies. I didn't have any babies at the time, so I was like, I need babies. So I went ahead and bred them once, and I've got a big batch of them in there, and I'm gonna try to use those for my first one. And I know they're not impressive, but it'll get me. I don't know how to do it. Like I don't know what's involved in all of it, so I'm just kind of getting my feet wet kind of thing. So that's what I'm using to get my feet wet.
there should be, if your club should have a website,
Yeah.
and there should be the guidelines and forms and everything
Oh yeah,
there.
the forms and stuff are on there. It's just they're kind of vague about it. Um, they don't go into a lot of detail, so I'm trying to figure my way around that kind of thing.
Yes, I've seen that too, Cheryl. One thing though, I'm a big supporter for, and I'm going to ask it any club member here who has experienced it. Uh, for even not necessarily BAP, but fish that you put on the auction, if they're going for too small of a price, say you're throwing on a group of, we'll say 5 discus, and the price is lagging around $10, our club said, hey, you don't want to sell them for that, you know, you are more than free to bid on your own lot.
Oh, cool.
And within reason.
Right.
I mean, yeah, you're not going to sit and bid on your lot until it makes $1,000.
Right.
Nobody's going to sit and pay that. But if it's going for an insanely low price, you can bid on your own lot and take it home for you know that extra bid.
With ours, you have to donate it to the club,
Right.
or bring them to a meeting and share them with club members. So
See, ours go into an auction, so at
yeah,
least the club's getting a cut of that auction price, and then you're getting the rest. And they do it differently. Like if you're a member, you get a higher cut. If you're not a member, you don't get as big of a cut back.
yeah,
Right. And every club is different.
yeah. It's interesting.
And Smiley is a part of the same club I am. Uncle Smiley, me and him are a part of the same fish club. But yeah, and the coolest thing is that even if you're not a member, you can put your fish in the auction. Even if you're not bapping them, you can put them in the auction. Because I sold 3 angelfish that just I wasn't getting bat points for. Just needed to get them home somewhere, and that was the big fucking incident. I didn't have bags big enough to put my angelfish in, and I was like, and the pet smart that's local to me, they didn't have any great big bags either. Because I was like, someone was like, hey, go see if they'll give you a couple of bags for them. And I went, and they didn't have any bags that were like big enough for a big fish. And I was like, oh, this isn't. I was like, well, let's just take them in a bucket and see what happens. And luckily, they were like, hey, well, I took the bags that I had. I was like, maybe if we can get them in these bags. And they were like, yeah, that's not going to work. There's just not enough room. So they did. I had to, lose a bucket, but my fish got rehomed, and someone
Yes.
got really awesome angelfish out of it, and I was good with that.
Yeah.
Yep. They got some awesome angels for an awesome price.
Yeah, they were. They got 3 kois or 4 kois. Um, this was 3, and they were
3.
$30. Yeah, 3 for 30. So
And it was a nice working trio.
yeah, those 3 were, they had issues and they were spawning, and I thought that the one was eating the other's eggs, but it was actually my other cichlids that I had in the tank. I have some of the flagacara, the smiling cichlids, in that I had them in that tank as well. And when the flags would spawn, the angels would eat their eggs, so that the flags were eating the angels' eggs. And I was like, oh no. Like they're like retaliating against each other. Can't keep these in here.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Oh, tequilas.
I don't know. Are those oh crap. What kind of fish are those? Tequila split fins? I'm not really familiar with those.
Tequila split fins are Gadiad,
Oh,
which
well, no wonder
is
I'm not familiar with
yeah,
Gadanes.
little live bear.
Yeah,
Um, and that is the success story of the CARES program,
oh,
where they were actually extinct in the wild, and this lake that they came from, they actually went through and cleaned it up, and went to went to hobbyists that have been keeping the fish, saying, "Hey, we want to get a wild colony going. Who has these tequila split fins?" And long story short, there is a thriving wild colony that was once extinct.
that's awesome. So I found out when looking at the cares thing that I have several. Well, maybe not several, but I have quite a few more care species than I thought I did. I didn't even know white
Yes.
clouds were a care species. I knew they were nearly
White.
extinct in the wild, but
I think they are extinct in the wild, only
oh,
because of just what the world's doing with their environment.
yeah. I hadn't heard, like it's been a while since I read this, but I had read that they had found another tiny population farther south
Okay.
in China, and that
Yeah.
they had preserved that it was being preserved. So it could be old information, and it could be gone by they could be gone by now.
Right.
That's
Right.
what I had read, that they had found another small tiny population. So, but and axolotls, I don't know, they're nearly extinct in the wild, but
They are
also not the same because most of them are hybrids now, so they're not the
correct.
same in the wild as they. So I'm not sure if they're considered care species or not.
Uh, I'd have to look them up,
Yeah.
but yeah, almost every Goodid is a care species. However, the trout Goodid, I think, is the exception to that rule.
Trying to fix that for you guys. There you go.
Okay. Yeah, like I've got the Scipia. From I got those from Brandon. Those were the first life mirror I got when I started keeping fish again. Nerd sent me a group of the Scipia,
Yep.
and I I set up my tank very. Um, I did a no with when I set it up. I put soil at the bottom of my tank and capped it, and I thought the cap was thick enough, and it wasn't. But also, I didn't realize that when I asked my husband for to grab me some topsoil from the shed, he grabbed the Miracle Grow. So I put Miracle Grow in my tank, and um, probably didn't sift it well enough, so there were probably chunks of wood still in it, and it off gassed really bad and killed everything. Yeah, yeah, that was my first nightmare. I killed the whole group of Scipia because I missed stuff. That made me feel like crap. That was like the
Yeah.
first time I cried for a week after being a fish keeper was when I did that. I was like, oh no, what have I done?
And then we figured it out, got done with the cry, and said, okay, this is a learning experience. We don't do this again.
Yeah, yeah. So after that, I completely made sure that I was like, I'm gonna put dirt in there. It's gonna be topsoil, not potting soil, because yeah, whatever was in that Miracle Grow stuff that I used also had copper in it.
Oh,
So
Yeah.
I kept wondering why my snails were dying too.
yeah.
And yeah, that would be why I didn't have
I bet.
snails.
Sorry, I just realized something. I didn't mean to interrupt you. I bet I had shrimp and snails in a tank. The snails were fine, but the shrimp kept dying off. I don't know why. The only thing I can think of is that because I had been doing really good with all my planted tanks, with all my soiled, my dirty tanks, and I was getting organic potting soil. I was doing it right, and then one day I went looking for the cheapest potting soil, and the one that I had, they were out, and I looked and looked, and I thought I found some that was organic. It was super cheap, so I grabbed it up, bought like 4 bags of it, and get it here, put it in my tank. About 6 or 8 weeks later, somebody's asking me what soil I use because my plants were looking great. And I went and looked at it. I told him, I said, it's an organic something or other, da da da. And he looked at it. He said, that's not organic. I said, what do you mean? He said, no, it says very clearly it's got fertilizer in it. I had that just tank sit up for like 8 weeks and not a single, and I had multiple tanks with that soil in it.
Yep.
But not a
And the
single time.
plants will go crazy. The
Yeah.
algae goes crazy.
Actually,
Yep.
this tank I've got right here, I didn't even bother changing the soil because it was doing great. After 8 weeks, it was doing great, and I didn't have any problems. And then, so I'm finishing using the bags, and they're so far I've been really lucky. I guess because I put a thick enough cap of sand over it,
Yep.
it's not really leaching. So I'm just really careful with it. But I told the guy, like, don't do it. I said, don't get that, because if I want to take that chance with my tanks, that's on me. But I'm not telling somebody else to do it. I'm not doing it.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's like if I had thought about it, because I just didn't research it, I was like, I figured I had topsoil, that'd be fine, use that. And yeah, it was over enriched potting soil, and I was wondering why I was getting so many bubbles like popping up, and it it was my first tank that I had set up after coming back into the hobby. Like I kept fishing as a kid. In my 20s, I had a tank or two, with a couple of fish here and there, but never anything serious, and no plants, just gravel and a fish. Not researching, not realizing that I was doing everything wrong back then. But then,
No, you weren't doing everything wrong. If your fish were surviving, you were doing quite a bit right.
Exactly.
well, yeah, okay, it was an Oscar and a Jack Dempsey, and they pretty much ate all the other fish because I didn't know that they were cichlids and they ate everything. So they used that really expensive snack. So you know, I was when I was younger, I was not very well educated on how fish work, and I think that happens to a lot of people. And
It does.
they don't realize their tanks are too small, or if you're gonna keep them in a smaller tank, you have to do more water changes, or you know, just there's
Oh,
nuances
look
to
at that common
everything.
pleco. He's so cute. He's only 2 inches, and he's $1.50. Great. seven
I
years
did that too.
later, it's up to 2 foot long.
Yeah, like my kids when they were babies, they won goldfish at a carnival, right? So I got home, I threw them in a tank. I'm like, hey, we need one of those sucker fish. So we got a pleco. And I'm like, cool, we got an algae eater. And then the next thing you know, that algae eater is the same size as the tank. And I'm like, we have a problem here.
And it's not eating algae.
It's not eating algae. It's huge. What is going on?
Yeah,
Like,
we rescued
I
one.
made all those mistakes. All of those mistakes I've made.
Most of us have.
I got lucky. I did a lot of research. I mean, don't get me wrong, I did a lot of stupid stuff, but like, I got, one of the big things I did is the curse tank that, I had all the problems with. One of the first things that I did is I put like 25 fish in it at once.
Yep.
Literally in one go. I put them all in there at the same time. So,
Yep. Yep. I just did that on my on the last tank I set up. Didn't even think anything of it. I used to throw together a tank in an afternoon and stock it the next day. Well, I set this tank up, new substrate, new filter, new everything, threw fish in it like I normally did. Yeah, nitrogen spiked. I killed everything.
oh man.
I
Yeah.
forgot that I had to seed the filter.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. And I honestly, I don't know what happened when I set up my but okay, so Jeff Helm had sent me some of his Shellys, and I set up a 20-gallon Shelly tank for him. And I guess I did the same thing, did not seed it, and thought it was, had it going before the Shellys even got here, but there was nothing in there, nothing to start bacteria going.
Yeah.
And if it had it in there, it was very, very little. And the Shellys get here, and I ended up, like, they just started dying one after the other. And I was like, what is going on? And like it literally took me going and buying like a whole bunch of beneficial bacteria to like pump in that tank. But by the time I did it, like it was too little too late. Like it wasn't enough to get it going as quick as I needed it to. So I
Right.
learned that lesson too. I was like, man, because that's the only thing I can think of that
And
happened.
that also was about the time that
Oh,
they
the
had the
water.
fun with the water filter, and
Yeah,
yeah, you didn't know you were
straight
putting in
RO.
straight RO.
Yeah, And I think that was the only thing that saved pretty much everything else I put in that tank was because I used aragonite sand in there. And yeah, honestly, Brandon's right. Sometimes fish do just die. It's like, you don't know why. They just do it.
Fish die, glass breaks, try again.
Yeah. But I did feel bad about that because like all losers self-rollers were gone. And I was like, and then I got some swordtails, beautiful swordtails from New Local Austin, and those guys, yeah, and those I don't know if they jumped out of the tank or if when I got the Skippia took them out. The Skippia may have taken them out because I did watch one of the males in that tank go after another male because it was right after the girls started dropping their fry. He went crazy and he beat this other poor Skippia up so bad. And by the time I got him out of there, he was done. By the time I could get him net in there and get him out, it was over. Like he was gone. So it could have been one fish got too territorial and took the rest out.
Yeah.
But I have been remineralizing all of my tanks now with the equilibrium. Luckily, Bob had actually sent me a big tub of that stuff, and I still had it, and so I had a way to remineralize all my tanks, and everything seems to be doing good. My plants have stopped, dying. So I'm happy about
everything is bouncing back quite nice.
It's going to take a minute, for everything to get used to readjust, but
yeah. But yeah, I'm still remembering, with the heyday, I always had chunks of lava rock either in the filters or all over in the bottom of the tank, and that is a great seeder if you don't have an extra sponge filter. Toss a bunch of lava rocks. Oh, I want to set up a new tank. Okay, grab some lava rocks out of an established tank, and it kicks it over pretty good. In fact, I sent Mouse one of mine when she started.
Yep, he sure did, and I put it right in there. Like, ooh, cool. Threw that in the tank.
She thought I was crazy, but she did it anyway.
You were talking about equilibrium, right? To remineralize the water?
Yeah, I'm using equilibrium.
Well, okay, I don't know if this is like helpful at all, but I found this stuff that remineralizes the water. It's called Holtfretter solution. They use it for axolotls, and I've used it for my guppies, and it totally my guppies blew up. The line that I'm trying to make, it just blew up. Like tons. It went from like just having a few babies here and there, believe it or not, because my water was so soft, to just like I've got so many. I had to take them out of the tank. They were going to put them in a bigger tank. So, but I mean, it just remineralized the water, and it's super cheap. The only thing is you got to make it up like by the gallon, and so like it's some people think it's a pain, but to me it's a lot cheaper and a lot worth a lot more than buying like equilibrium and stuff. It's a lot easier for me. So especially since I have both lines of guppies and then 6 axolotls. So.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. It works out really well. It really mineralizes the water though. It helps out. Helps the the mineralization. So. And it doesn't raise the pH really, because it's all GH. It's all general. It's all calcium and other stuff. So it doesn't raise the pH because it doesn't mess with your cage.
Oh wow!
Yeah, I'm still learning about remineralizing too, because that's something I've never had to worry about in the Midwest. The only thing I've had to worry about is making it softer and away from the liquid rock we have.
The funny thing was when I first started, I had test strips, and the test strips were telling me that my water was super hard. I was dying. I was like, oh my God, I got one of those water softener pillows. And I just went nuts trying to soften my water because I just knew my South American tetras were just they were gonna die because my water was so hard. And then when I got the master test kit and was actually, not a crappy test kit, I found out that I have actually pretty soft water. I had like at the time like 3 GH and 1 KH or something, so it was like 1 ppm. So it wasn't working. So I was like, I had that water softener pillow in there the whole time, and there's no telling what it was doing to my water.
Yeah, I need to get one of those master test kits because I can't keep taking. I have test strips, but I take the water into the local fish store to let them test it for me. But that is not always not always fun to do, especially lugging around water and keeping which tank it's from separated. Like, I have 9 tanks for you to test. Could you please test all this water?
Yeah.
And they're
Yeah,
like looking at me like, no. And I'm like, please. And then they're like, okay, fine. Don't bring it all in at once.
I have too many that I'm testing all the time. Like it seems like I'm always testing because I've got a lot of tanks that are just established or just setting up. And whenever I start a new tank, of course, you've got to test the water quite frequently. And if I were to do that with my pet store, would hate me. Like they would hate me because they do that half a day. I've already got a system down to where I can test mine like multiple tanks at one time. So it doesn't take me nearly as long as it could. So it takes me about 2 days to get through all of them with the liquid test kit.
And then I sit here going, I don't even know where my test kit is.
Yeah, but yours have been running for a while though, have they not?
Well, they used to. The ones that are up and running now are. But the one I had just set up that I killed everything. Yeah, I probably should have had a test kit and checked that. But I've always gone off the look of, okay, how are the plants doing? How are the fish doing? How's everything looking? Okay, you got to do this. And yeah, I made a lot of the rookie mistakes all over again because I hadn't set up a tank in over 2 years.
Yeah, it's just like one of those things you don't use it, you lose it.
Yeah, exactly. I totally forgot about my little lava rocks. But yeah, back in the heyday, it was more of a hassle to test tanks. The only time I ever tested a tank was when it showed that something was not right.
Yeah, that's what I usually do too. But like I said, with this, well, you would know because you've got 50,000 tanks. But it
Yeah.
just seems like when you're setting up so many tanks at once, or like setting up new tanks or whatever, something's always going wrong. So, I mean, you kind of have to roll with it. But I was thinking,
Darth has made it in.
Hey, Darth. How you doing, buddy? This is my friend Darth. He once had a colony of guppies that he ruled over. Oh, yeah. I'm sorry, what was that?
I said I'm having a difficult time hearing you. You're kind of like, I don't know, in my
Yeah, you got a little muffled.
Yeah.
Sorry about that. Actually, I noticed my internet is doing a lot of fluctuation. I dropped off a minute ago. So
Oh,
I might need to go ahead and wrap this up before my internet just takes a nosedive here. I'm sorry, guys, to cut it short and just kind of drop out.
that's
But
okay. We have hit an hour, so
Oh, yeah,
that's about our average.
Woohoo! We
Sounds
made it
good.
to a full hour. But I do appreciate Shirley for coming to hang
Yeah.
out with us.
Yes, thank you for joining us, Shirley.
No problem. It was fun.
I'm glad to see the tank. I'm glad to see it's going good. I had fun over on your channel. I will I think I've got your channel linked in the description. But if I don't, I will make sure it's in the description. So if anyone here isn't subscribed to Shirley, hey, go click that subscribe button for her.
Yeah,
I throw something out there before we take off?
and show Shirley some love on her channel.
Well, I was going to say real quick, I'm downsizing. So I plan on getting together a list of all the fish that I want to get rid of and doing a live stream to walk everybody through and give everybody a chance to like tell me they want them and all that jazz. So I figure I'll set up
awesome.
a stream.
Okay. When you let me know when you get that together, and I'll definitely be there.
Sounds
yeah.
good. Definitely.
We'll bring some friends and a couple of beers and have a good time.
Heck yeah, can I bring my vodka?
Okay,
Oh
It's my house, so I guess I can, right?
yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Your
You're
house,
old.
your
I will
house,
let
your rules. You do what you want.
Right? I will let you guys know as soon as I get it figured out. I'm trying to do an inventory right now, so I don't have an exact day or whatever for it. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, I'll let you know as soon as it gets done.
Okay, dokie. All right, y'all. Y'all have a good night. I will see y'all hopefully Tuesday for morning tutorials. I'm trying to get that going. I know I keep saying that. I'll start waking up in the morning eventually, y'all. So one day I'll
Maybe
be
I
like,
got to start calling you again early in the morning.
yeah, I'll make sure I'm up. Be like, hey, get up.
You guys are up
Time
earlier
to
than
start
I
your
am.
day.
You're 2 hours ahead of me, so don't call me that early.
No.
Oh no.
All right.
I had friends out in California, and yeah, we went through that. I get home from work and give them a call, and they're like, "Yeah, hey, we're still at work." Oh, and then they call me 9 o'clock at night, but it was like 2 o'clock in the morning.
Griff is
That
right. I
didn't
might
work
be
out.
full of shit, but I might start waking up again one.
Maybe she needs a schedule for not first thing in the morning.
Hey, normally I am up. They changed Brian's schedule. That messed me up. I was usually up at like 5 in the morning, and now everything's just long. So, all right, I'm getting out of here. You guys have a nice night.
Okay.
I
All
will
right, have
see
a good
y'all
one.
later.
Thanks for the
Bye,
stream.
guys.